this.
Yes, this week we're going to be talking about Samsung's payment system expanding to more banks next year.
We're also talking about the DStv Now app. Tech experts, yeah.
Yes, and the publisher of this magazine, that's Stuff Magazine, Toby Shapshak is here. Is currently on shelf.
It is indeed.
Okay,
it is
good.
indeed. We looked
stuff.
at all the best phones that have come out towards the end of the year.
I like the caption, so I must mention
What's
it's
that?
the best new phones money can buy.
Exactly.
Money can buy, yes, what you can buy.
Thank you very much.
Exactly. Interesting. The winner is the Huawei Mate 20.
Yeah, they're doing
with
well,
these
eh?
three incredible. You can't believe the pictures this camera takes.
I heard. It's all about the
Okay.
pictures.
You've told us a few weeks ago about the Huawei. Now let's focus
Amazing.
on today. Samsung Pay. What
Yes,
is
so
that
now,
about?
so this is a very interesting development. You've got Apple Pay, you've got Google Pay. Samsung have their own payment mechanism. You load your credit card on your phone, and you can use your phone, or as you can see, your watch, to pay for things. Instead of using your credit card, it does the same kind of tap and go technology. And instead of putting in a PIN code into the keypad of the credit card reader, you can use your biometrics, your face or your fingerprint, to verify with the phone. It's another level of security, because you're not handing over your credit card details or your bank details. What you are is they're using the phone, and the phone creates what's called a token. So you have a methodology where you just keep your data more secure.
Toby, is this any Samsung smartphone, or does it have to be one of the latest?
The latest ones. The latest one. The last I think it's the last 2 years, but certainly this year's phones. And it's just another way. I mean, how often have you forgotten your wallet at home or your purse? I've done it often, and I've got
also, how many
SnapScan, or I've
times
got
have you heard
Zapper.
that your credit card was cloned?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Now, this way, it's also a safe one.
Yeah,
if you can use it.
exactly. You can't be more. You can't be anxious enough or paranoid enough about your personal privacy, especially when it
Any
comes to your
downsides
credit
to
card.
this, though? I mean, we know that the criminals are always a step, sometimes ahead, if not just behind.
Well, I was going to say, if you have an iPhone, then you're in trouble. But if you've got a Samsung phone, you can use it. It's very handy.
It's very handy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the DStv Now app, I've been using that a lot.
Me
recently.
too.
There you go. I've got one here. See, DStv Now.
It's a very, very.
We can watch ourselves while we're
I
talking.
know, and there are some things that just
There you
won't
go.
find.
That's
if you haven't
very
used-
meta.
Yeah.
That we could watch ourselves. Well, you see, the thing is that television used to be something that required a whole bunch of delivery mechanisms. Now we have the internet. And DStv, you quite rightly are using the internet as a side channel. If you want to watch the internet, you're not at home, you can watch it on the app. And it's happened to me several times. I've watched many games of rugby. I've stayed at guest houses that don't have TVs, or I've been driving to the airport for one of those November tour games at 10 o'clock at night, and flying to Nigeria on that late flight, and I've watched the rugby on my phone. It's a very handy feature
Now,
for lots of
I've just
people.
wondered about the handiness. I mean, do you have to have a dish to be able to get
Well, you
DStv
have to have
Now?
a DStv account,
Okay.
and if you have the account, then you can use it.
So you must be a subscriber to DStv to get the app.
Exactly, and there are some things that you can do for free, but it's just another fiddle in their bow in their fiddle of ways for you to watch it, and it's just getting better and better. The other point is that now this DStv app is on Apple TV. It's on a whole bunch of smart TVs. If I want to watch stuff, I don't actually need a decoder anymore. I mean, I watch Netflix, I can watch Amazon, I watch Showmax on my television directly. It's one remote control, it's very handy.
We've come so far. We've come so far from VCR tapes, and we're having to and rewinding.
Do you remember the debate between Betamax and VHS? My parents bought Betamax. We were so cutting edge.
Now you can catch up on everything.
Yeah.
Now it's all on your phone.
Now, you're going to be helping us do some Christmas shopping
Yes.
in the run-up to Christmas. You're going to give us some idea of what are the cool things to get. So what are you telling us about this week?
Well, I thought there's some very funky things coming out right now. Actually, I'm told the word funky no longer means cool. The kids nowadays think funky means like you smell a little
Like a
sweaty.
funky smell.
Yeah. It's gone back to its old meaning.
Okay, let's just say
so the very
hip
cool,
and happening, shall we
the very
say?
cool technology. So DJI make these amazing drones, right? They float in the sky. They take amazing pictures. At some point, someone went, not only do we make good drones, we make good cameras, but we also make good gimbals, which are the little frame that holds the camera and keeps it steady and gets good shot. Why don't we put the gimbal on something else? And this is the
Is that the
Osmo.
gimbal?
That's so the gimbal is the little thing at the top that steadies the camera.
Okay.
So Osmo, the first Osmo, this is the third. The first Osmo just allowed you could use your phone and you could hold it in your hand, which means you can walk around shooting video that's like steady cam, looks good, really professional. They came out with this device, and everybody I know in the TV industry or the geek industry or filmmakers and photographers are gaga for this thing. Look at the size of it.
But what about the
Look at
privacy
how it holds in your
concerns?
hand.
Basically,
No, but
making home videos now is going to give you professional quality.
Exactly. So I'm going to follow my son around as he like toddles around the garden, and we get this great footage. I mean, it's a fantastic little device. It's just been announced. It goes on sale on the 15th of December.
I'm
sure we're going to get them. You know, it's kind of the price hasn't been set yet, so we don't know. And there's always import costs. You know, one of the barriers to entry in South Africa is that we charge a high amount of inputs, value-added tax on imported electronics, which is onerous on the consumer, good for government coffers, but onerous on us. Anyway, fantastic little device. But what I like about it is that DJI had amazing technology A, which was flying drones. They realized they had good technology B and C, which is cameras and gimbals, and they've given us these gimbals in a way, and it really is a very useful filmmaking device. I've used the original Osmo, put a phone in it, you use the little camera, then they brought out a model that just used the phone's camera, because of course there's nothing wrong with that. Just fantastic, you know.
Okay, so
there you go.
That's what I want.
If you want to get something on this gadget space, there you've got a suggestion there by Toby Shapshak, the publisher of Stuff magazine, currently
Out on the shelves.
on the shelves. You can get yourself